أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله
بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم
شروع اللہ کے نام سے جو بڑا مہربان نہایت رحم والا ہے۔
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful.
یا ایہا المزمل
اے محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وآلہ وسلم جو کپڑے میں لپٹ رہے ہو،
O you who wraps himself in clothing,
قم اللیل الا قلیلا
رات کو قیام کیا کرو مگر تھوڑی سی رات۔
arise to pray the night except for a little.
نصفه او انقص منه قلیلا
یعنی نصف رات یا اس سے کچھ کم۔
Half of it, or subtract from it a little.
او زد علیہ ورتل القرآن ترتیلا
یا کچھ زیادہ اور قرآن کو ٹھہر ٹھہر کر پڑھا کرو۔
Or add to it and recite the Quran with measured recitation.
انا سنلقی علیک قولا ثقیلا
ہم ان قریب تم پر ایک بھاری فرمان نازل کریں گے۔
Indeed, we will cast upon you a heavy word.
ان ناشئة اللیل ہی اشد وطئا واقوم قیلا
کچھ شک نہیں کہ رات کا اٹھنا نفس بہیمی کو سخت پامال کرتا ہے اور اس وقت ذکر بھی خوب درست ہوتا ہے۔
Indeed, the hours of the night are more effective for concurrence of heart and tongue and more suitable for words.
ان لک فی النہار سبحا طویلا
دن کے وقت تو تمہیں اور بہت سے شغل ہوتے ہیں،
Indeed, for you by day is prolonged occupation.
واذکر اسم ربک وتبتل الیہ تبتیلا
تو اپنے پروردگار کے نام کا ذکر کرو اور ہر طرف سے بے تعلق ہو کر اسی کی طرف متوجہ ہو جاؤ۔
And remember the name of your Lord, and devote yourself to Him with complete devotion.
رب المشرق والمغرب لا الہ الا هو فاتخذه وکیلا
وہی مشرق اور مغرب کا مالک ہے اور اس کے سوا کوئی معبود نہیں، تو اسی کو اپنا کارساز بناؤ۔
He is the Lord of the East and the West. There is no deity except Him. So take Him as disposer of your affairs.
واصبر على ما يقولون واهجرهم هجرا جميلا
اور جو دل آزار باتیں یہ لوگ کہتے ہیں ان کو سہتے رہو اور اچھے طریق سے ان سے کنارہ کش رہو۔
And be patient over what they say, and avoid them with gracious avoidance.
وذرني والمكذبين أولي النعمة ومهلهم قليلا
اور مجھے ان جھٹلانے والوں سے جو دولت مند ہیں سمجھ لینے دو اور ان کو تھوڑی سی مہلت دے دو۔
And leave me with the matter of the deniers, those of ease in life, and allow them respite a little.
إن لدينا أنكالا وجحيما
کچھ شک نہیں کہ ہمارے پاس بیڑیاں ہیں اور بھڑکتی آگ ہے۔
Indeed, with us for them are shackles and burning fire.
وطعاما ذا غصة وعذابا أليما
اور گلو گیر کھانا ہے اور درد دینے والا عذاب ہے۔
And food that chokes and a painful punishment.
يوم ترجف الأرض والجبال وكانت الجبال كثيبا مهيلا
جس دن زمین اور پہاڑ کانپنے لگیں اور پہاڑ ایسے بھربھرے گویا ریت کے ٹیلے ہو جائیں.
On the day the earth and the mountains will convulse, and the mountains will become a heap of sand pouring down.
إِنَّا أَرْسَلْنَا إِلَيْكُمْ رَسُولًا شَاهِدًا عَلَيْكُمْ كَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا إِلَى فِرْعَوْنَ رَسُولًا.
اے اہل مکہ، جس طرح ہم نے فرعون کے پاس موسیٰ کو پیغمبر بنا کر بھیجا تھا، اسی طرح تمہارے پاس بھی محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وآلہ وسلم رسول بھیجے ہیں جو تمہارے مقابلے میں گواہ ہوں گے.
Indeed, we have sent to you a messenger as a witness upon you, just as we sent to Pharaoh a messenger.
فَعَصَى فِرْعَوْنُ الرَّسُولَ فَأَخَذْنَاهُ أَخْذًا وَبِيلًا.
سو فرعون نے ہمارے پیغمبر کا کہا نہ مانا تو ہم نے اس کو بڑے وبال میں پکڑ لیا.
But Pharaoh disobeyed the messenger, so we seized him with a ruinous seizure.
فَكَيْفَ تَتَّقُونَ إِن كَفَرْتُمْ يَوْمًا يَجْعَلُ الْوِلْدَانَ شِيبًا.
اگر تم بھی ان پیغمبر کو نہ مانو گے تو اس دن سے کیوں کر بچو گے جو بچوں کو بوڑھا کر دے گا.
Then how can you fear if you disbelieve a day that will make the children white-haired?
السماء منفطر به كان وعده مفعولا.
اور جس سے آسمان پھٹ جائے گا یہ اس کا وعدہ پورا ہو کر رہے گا.
The heaven will break apart therefrom. Ever is his promise fulfilled.
إن هذه تذكرة فمن شاء اتخذ إلى ربه سبيلا.
یہ قرآن تو نصیحت ہے، سو جو چاہے اپنے پروردگار تک پہنچنے کا راستہ اختیار کر لے.
Indeed, this is a reminder, so whoever wills may take to his Lord a way.
إن ربك يعلم أنك تقوم أدنى من ثلثي الليل ونصفه وثلثه وطائفة من الذين معك والله يقدر الليل والنهار علم أن لن تحصوه فتاب عليكم فاقرؤوا ما تيسر من القرآن علم أن سيكون منكم مرضى وآخرون يضربون في الأرض يبتغون من فضل الله وآخرون يقاتلون في سبيل الله فاقرؤوا ما تيسر منه وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ وَأَقْرِضُوا اللَّهَ قَرْضًا حَسَنًا وَمَا تُقَدِّمُوا لِأَنفُسِكُم مِّنْ خَيْرٍ تَجِدُوهُ عِندَ اللَّهِ هُوَ خَيْرًا وَأَعْظَمَ أَجْرًا وَاسْتَغْفِرُوا اللَّهَ ان اللہ غفور رحیم.
تمہارا پروردگار خوب جانتا ہے کہ تم اور تمہارے ساتھ کے لوگ کبھی 2/3 رات کے قریب اور کبھی آدھی رات اور کبھی 1/3 رات قیام کیا کرتے ہو، اور اللہ تو رات اور دن کا اندازہ رکھتا ہے. اس نے معلوم کیا کہ تم اس کو نبھا نہ سکو گے تو اس نے تم پر مہربانی کی، پس جتنا آسانی سے ہو سکے اتنا قرآن پڑھ لیا کرو. اس نے جانا کہ تم میں بعض بیمار بھی ہوتے ہیں اور بعض اللہ کے فضل یعنی معاش کی تلاش میں ملک میں سفر کرتے ہیں اور بعض اللہ کی راہ میں لڑتے ہیں، تو جتنا آسانی سے ہو سکے اتنا پڑھ لیا کرو اور نماز پڑھتے رہو اور زکوٰۃ ادا کرتے رہو اور اللہ کو نیک اور خلوص نیت سے قرض دیتے رہو، اور جو عمل نیک تم اپنے لیے آگے بھیجو گے اس کو اللہ کے ہاں بہتر اور صلے میں بزرگ تر پاؤ گے، اور اللہ سے بخشش مانگتے رہو، بے شک اللہ بخشنے والا مہربان ہے.
Indeed, your Lord knows, O Muhammad, that you stand in prayer almost 2/3 of the night, or half of it, or 1/3 of it, and so do a group of those with you. And Allah determines the extent of the night and the day. He has known that you Muslims will not be able to do it, and has turned to you in forgiveness. So recite what is easy for you of the Quran. He has known that there will be among you those who are ill and others traveling throughout the land, seeking something of the bounty of Allah, and others fighting for the cause of Allah. So recite what is easy from it, and establish prayer, and give zakah, and loan Allah a goodly loan. And whatever good you put forward for yourselves, you will find it with Allah. It is better and greater in reward. And seek forgiveness of Allah. Indeed, Allah is forgiving and merciful.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها المزمل O the one enfolded in your robes, Qum, stand up. Qum al-layla, keep standing the whole night. Illa qalila, except a small part of it. Nisfahu, half of it. Aw inqus minhu qalila, or you can diminish out of it somewhat. Aw zid alayhi, or add something to the half. And what do? Rattilil Quran tartila, keep on reciting Quran bit by bit, slowly, hammer it down. This is the third wahi that came to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The first wahi, the 5 ayat in the beginning of Surah Al-Alaq. Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq, khalaqal insana min alaq, iqra wa rabbukal akram, alladhi allama bil qalam, allama al insana ma lam ya'lam. The second wahi, 7 ayat of Surah Al-Qalam. We read yesterday, last night. Noon wal qalami wa ma yasturun, ma anta bi ni'mati rabbika bi majnoon. وَإِنَّ لَكَ لَأَجْرًا غَيْرَ مَمْنُونٍ وَإِنَّكَ لَعَلَىٰ خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ فَسَتُبْصِرُ وَيُبْصِرُونَ بِأَيِّكُمُ الْمَفْتُونُ إِنَّ رَبَّكَ هُوَ أَعْلَمُ بِمَنْ ضَلَّ عَنْ سَبِيلِهِ وَهُوَ أَعْلَمُ بِالْمُهْتَدِينَ. Third wahi is this. Oh, the one lying wrapped down in your cloak, keep vigilant, keep standing the whole night, except a little of it, half of it. Or you can diminish a bit, that is at least 1/3. Or you add, so that it becomes 2/3 of the night. And what we do? Recite the Quran distinctly and in slow and mere tone. And how much Quran was revealed up till that time? What did it mean? Repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. Go on repeating. This is what I call hammering down, hammer it down. It should be absorbed in each and every cell of your body. This will give you the strength for the mission that is going to be entrusted to you. You are already, as regards basic human morality, you are already on a very high pedestal. But for this mission, something else is needed. And you have to gather that strength, spiritual strength, in order to be able to fulfill the requirements of this mission. And that you will get from Quran. Hammer it down. Inna sanulqi alayka qawlan saqila. Soon we are going to cast upon you a very heavy word, a very hard task. What that word and task is going to be, that you will find in the next surah, Al-Mudassir. Inna nashiyat al-layli hiya ashaddu wat'an wa aqwamu qila. Surely, this keeping vigilant during the night is very effective in trampling the animal self of a man. This id and libido, the animal instincts, you have to trample over them. And this keeping awake during the night is very effective. And aqwamu qila. And in that, when you are alone in the stillness of night, calm, no noise, no disturbance. And then you are standing before your Lord and having a conversation. So now each word that comes out of your mouth goes straight. Aqwa muqila. There's no hindrance, no bar, no barrier. Inna laka fin nahari sabhan tawila. Verily, during the day, you have a prolonged occupation. You have to go out, go about, meet people. And you have to discharge other duties also. So this is the time, night is actually, which is the most effective part. And you devote it at least 1/3, maybe 2/3, but normally half of it. And when we started this program, on the first day I told you that this Qiyam Ramadan, when the Prophet says, Man sama Ramadana, ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min zambi, wa man qama Ramadana. This Sama Ramadan and Qama Ramadan, they are parallel. You keep fast during the whole of the day. And Qama Ramadana, only 1 hour of the Tarawih. Is it sufficient? No. The same, at least 1/3, half, maybe if you can, 2/3 of the night. That is the Qiyam according to the Quran. Otherwise, And when the Prophet said, As-siyamu wal Quranu yashfa'ani lil abd. This fasting and keeping awake and standing during the night, both will intercede before the Lord on the day of judgment on behalf of the persons who are doing it. Yaqulu siyamu, ay Rabb, mana'tuhu ta'ama wa shahawat bil nahar. The Psalm, the Siyam, the fasting will say, oh my Lord, I kept this servant of yours from eating and drinking and other things during the day. Fashafani fi, accept my intercession on his behalf. And Quran will say, Yaqul Quran, Manatuhu Nawma bil-layl. I kept him away from sleeping during the night. Fashafani fi. So accept my intercession on his behalf. And the Prophet said, Fayushaffa'an. Both, the intercession of both will be accepted. So this keeping away from sleep, is it for 1 hour? Tarawih? Does this fulfill the purpose? Not at all. But this is good that Hazrat Umar decided about it. Not every person can do it. It is correct. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't make it obligatory. But whosoever can do, whosoever can take 1 month off, let him pass that 1 month with Quran out of the 12 months of the year. Let him keep 1 month exclusive for Quran. This can be done. Generally speaking, all the servants of the government, etc., they are given 1 month leave. You don't go for any recreation, etc., etc. You recreate your spirituality through Quran during that month. Possible. But Allah be thanked, some of the brothers have been at least keeping awake for at least 1/3 or half of the night with us, alhamdulillah. Maybe this proves to be beneficial for them. وَاذْكُرِ اسْمَ رَبِّكَ وَتَبَتَّلْ إِلَيْهِ تَبْتِيلًا. This is very beautiful, this address to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam at a very personal level. And O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, always keep remembering our name. Keep remembering the name of your Lord. وَتَبَتَّلْ إِلَيْهِ تَبْتِيلًا. And devote yourself wholly and solely to Him. That is, completely detached from all others. Completely disconnecting all hopes from anybody else except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This tabattul is something very great. Don't have any hope from any other person. All your hopes to Allah. This is tabattul. Come close to Him. Disconnected from the others. Not the way that you go to some cave and sit there and give up this society. No, no. You be with them. But when you are with them, be with Allah. This is tabattul. Rabbul Mashriq wal Maghrib la ilaha illa huwa. He is the Lord of the East and the Lord of the West. There is no God except He. Fattakhizhu wakila. So you take Him as your guardian. Tawakkul on Allah only and only. Cut off all the hopes from others. Focus your hopes on Allah. Cut off your trust from all others. Focus your trust in Allah. Wasbir ala ma yaqulun. And bear patiently what they are saying about you. They are saying he has gone mad, gone crazy. Maybe he has been possessed by some evil spirit. He says some angel came to me when I was there in Hira. Maybe some demon, maybe some evil spirit has come. Listen it and take it patiently. Wahjurhum hajran jamila. And leave their company, but in a beautiful way. In Surah Ma'arij we read, Wasbir sabran jamila. Endure, but this endurance should be in a very beautiful way. In the same way, you disconnect yourself, but in a beautiful way. Not fighting with them, quarreling with them, no. وَذَرْنِي وَالْمُكَذِّبِينَ أُولِي النَّعْمَةِ. And leave me and these who are belying you, who have been given luxuries and comforts of life. Mahilhum qalila. Give them respite. Don't think that immediately their cases should be settled and judgment should be passed. No, no. Mahilhum qalila. Give them respite. Inna ladaina ankalam wa jahima. We can deal with them when the time comes. We have the heavy fetters for them and a raging fire already prepared for them. And for them we have the food that will choke their throats. That is zaqum. وَعَذَابًا أَلِيمًا, and a very painful chastisement. يَوْمَ تَرْجُفُ الْأَرْضُ وَالْجِبَالِ. When the day on which the earth and the mountains will shake like anything. وَكَانَتِ الْجِبَالُ كَثِيبًا مَهِيلًا. And the mountains will become like a sleeping sand, heap of sand. Not hard, just the flowing and sleeping sand. Inna arsalna ilaykum rasulan shahidan alaykum. Surely, O people of Makkah, O Quraysh, O the people of the Arabian Peninsula, we have sent towards you a messenger to be a witness against you on the day of judgment. He will testify on the day of judgment. O Allah, your message, which came to me through Jibreel, I had conveyed it to the people. Now they are responsible. Kama arsalna ila fir'auna rasula. Just as we had sent to Fir'aun a messenger, that is Musa alayhi salatu wasalam. Fa'asa Fir'aun rasul. But Fir'aun disobeyed the messenger. فَأَخَذْنَاهُ أَخْذًا وَبِيلًا. So we seized him with a severe seizure. Drowned them all. فَكَيْفَ تَتَّقُونَ إِن كَفَرْتُمْ. So now if you belie and reject Muhammad, how will you be saved? If Fir'aun could not be saved, the king of Egypt, who has claimed to be God, Allah Rabbukumul A'la, he was drowned. فَكَيْفَ تَتَّقُونَ. How will you be saved? In kafartum, if you also take to the same attitude of rejecting our messenger. يَوْمًا يَجْعَلُ الْوِلْدَانَ شِيبًا. On the day which will make the children old, grey-haired. Long day. And we have read the opinion according to some of the mufassirin, this khamsuna alfa जो है सूरह मारिज में आया है, मिक़दारुहु खमसीना अल्फ़ सना, that is for the day of judgment. as-samaa'u munfatirun bih, the heaven is about to burst with that day. The day is there, loaded in the sama'. Kana wa'duhu maf'ula, and his promise will definitely be fulfilled. The day will come, this heaven will burst. إِذَا انشَقَّتِ السَّمَاءُ فَكَانَتْ وَرْدَةً كَالدِّهَانِ. We have read it in Surah Al-Rahman. إِنَّ هَذِهِ تَذْكِرَةٌ, verily this is the reminding, this is the admonition. فَمَنْ شَاءَ اتَّخَذَ إِلَىٰ رَبِّهِ سَبِيلًا. So whosoever wills, he can take that path towards his Lord. But there is no compulsion. La ikraha fid deen, as I quoted the ayah in the Jummah sermon today. La ikraha fid deen. Choice is yours. Imma shakiram wa imma kafura. Faman sha'a falyumin wa man sha'a falyakfur. Now the second section, this is generally supposed to be one ayah. But I have been at a very great loss to understand this ayah. And I thought this cannot be one ayah revealed at one time. And thank God I got the confirmation. The book which can be regarded as the encyclopedia on Quran, Al-Itqan fi Ulum al-Quran by Jalaluddin Sayyuti, in that I found that Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma, he said that this is actually, these are two ayat or one ayah, but half of it was revealed nearly an year later than this, and the half of it was revealed about 10 years later. Now this strict prescription, at least 1/3, better half, and maybe if you can, 2/3 of the night standing. Naturally we can understand, it couldn't be kept, permanently. It's nearly impossible. So there had to be some concessions, but those concessions came gradually. After about a year, or according to some traditions, 16 months, the first part of the ayah came. Then after 10 years, and maybe after the hijrah, the rest of the ayah was revealed. Inna rabbaka ya'lamu, verily your Lord knows, annaka taqumu adna min sulusayil layli wa nisfahu wa sulusahu, that you, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, keep vigilant and standing before him nearly 2/3 of the night, or half of it, or at least 1/3 of it. And not only you, wa ta'ifatum min allazina ma'ak, and also a group from among them who are with you, your companions, who have believed in you. They are also doing it. Because there was no other prayer till that time. Only prayer during the night. But, Wallahu yuqaddiru al-layla wan-nahar, Allah has fixed the measures of the night and the day. Alima lan tuhsuhu. He knows it very well that you cannot keep it like that. It is not possible for you to continue it permanently. فَقْرَأُوا مَا تَيَسَّرَ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ. So now this, that it must be at least 1/3 of night, this is now removed from you. Whatever you can do easily. How much Quran you can recite easily, okay, continue with it. Now this was the first concession that was granted about an year or 16 months later. For a year or 16 months, this was the practice of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions. But then, the next part of the ayah, which I think was revealed 10 years later, and maybe during the Madani period. Aliman sayakunu minkum marda. Allah knows that some of you will be falling sick. Wa akharuna yadribuna fil ard, and there will be others traveling in the earth, in the land. Yabtaghuna min fadlillah, to seek the bounty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is for trading, taking caravans to Syria or to Yemen. How can during those travels you can keep this course? وَآخَرُونَ يُقَاتِلُونَ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. And there will be others who will be going to fight in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So for these people it won't be possible. So second step, فَقْرَأُوا مَا تَيَسَّرَ مِنْهُ. Okay, whatsoever is possible during the night, you read, you recite. But now the emphasis is on other thing. What is that other thing? وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ. Establish these 5 prayers, stick to them. That is the badal of it. In lieu of that, أَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ وَأَقْرِضُوا اللَّهَ قَرْضًا حَسَنًا. And go on giving Allah the goodly loan. Spend in His way, spend in His cause. وَمَا تُقَدِّمُوا لِأَنفُسِكُم مِّنْ خَيْرٍ. And whatsoever you will send for yourselves from khair, whatever good you send before you, whatever you have spent in this world, it is as if you have sent it for yourself for the hereafter. If some of the politicians of Pakistan, they have their bank deposits in America, so they will come very easily here. If they say, go out from Pakistan, okay, Salaam alaikum, we are going. No worry. We have a lot there. So whosoever has deposited his money in the divine bank, if death comes to him, will he be worried? I am going where my wealth is. That's waiting for me. وَمَا تُقَدِّمُوا لِأَنفُسِكُم مِّنْ خَيْرٍ تَجِدُوهُ عِندَ اللَّهِ. You will find it there with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. هُوَ خَيْرًا وَأَعْظَمَ أَجْرًا. Not only in the original form that you sent, much better form. And very great in recompense and reward. Wastaghfirullah. And keep asking the forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna Allah ghafurur rahim. Verily, Allah is forgiving, merciful.